While other cloud providers are releasing full-blown generative AI services, especially when it comes to building Gen AI applications. For example, Google Cloud released Gen AI App Builder around 2 to 3 months ago, and still there is nothing from AWS. So in order to do their patchwork, AWS has released these solutions, which is not a service but a combination of service, a pre-built solution from AWS engineers, which is called as Generative AI Application Builder on AWS. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of how this solution works. So just to repeat, you won't find this service in AWS console or through CLI. First, you need to deploy this solution through CloudFormation Stack. This generative AI application builder on AWS facilitates the development, rapid experimentation, and deployment of generative AI applications without requiring deep experience in AI. So, if you're aware of AWS services like CloudFormation, how to deploy it, API gateway, lambdas, and all that stuff, then this should be pretty straightforward. But there is a lot of things which go behind the scene. That um, Also, this Gen AI app builder on AWS includes integration with Amazon Bedrock, which is another AWS service, which allows you to access the large language models through API. And because it is integrated with Bedrock, so with Gen AI app builder on AWS, you can access models like Amazon Titan and few others. Also, this solution has pre-built connectors to other third-party LLMs and also enables you to connect to your choice of LLM using LangChain or AWS Lambda, which is a good thing. But you can also embed AWS Bedrock with LangChain, and I have another video which you can search on my channel. The good thing about this solution is when it is deployed, then you don't need any coding. You can simply access the wizard to start building your Gen AI applications for search, for AI powered chatbots, for text generation or text summarization. Okay, so this is what Gen AI application builder on AWS is. Let me quickly show you its architecture. Now, if you look at this architectural diagram, what is happening here is, let's start from the left. There is an admin user. So this admin user logs into deployment user dashboard, and then from there, what it does is Amazon CloudFront, which is a CDN, it delivers a web UI which is hosted in S3 bucket. And then because we are using external facing resources, so we have AWS WAF, which is a layer 7 web application firewall, and it configures a set of rules called WebACL or WebACL that allows blocks or counts web requests based on your configuration, and you can configure it. Also, this web user interface leverages a set of REST APIs that are exposed using API gateway, and that is where WAF gets attached. In addition to the CloudFront, we are using Amazon Cognito for authentication, both for CloudFront Web UI and API Gateway. And of course, then we have AWS Lambda, which primarily provides the logic for your REST endpoints. And the backing Lambda in this diagram function manages and creates the necessary resources to perform use case deployment using CloudFormation. And CloudFormation is AWS service for infrastructure as code. Then we have DynamoDB, which acts as a configuration store for deployment details. So when a new use case is created by the admin user, the backing Lambda function initiates a CloudFormation stack creation event for the requested use case. If the configured deployment uses a third-party LLM, then a secret is created in Secrets Manager to store the API key. And all of the LLM configuration option provided by the admin user in the deployment wizard is stored in SSM parameter store. And of course, then we have CloudWatch, which collects the operational metrics from various services so that if something breaks or if you want to know what is happening, you can check the performance and health through CloudWatch. So this is a quick overview of the services which are being used in this diagram, and this will help you in understanding the flow of it. Now, how to use it, right? So I will drop the link to this deployment and then you can go through it. So first thing, go to this website, click on view implementation guide. Once you click on view implementation guide, let me click it and show you. So let's click it. It is going to open this screen. On the left hand side, click on deploy solutions. From here, you can either review this process or click on step one. Once you click on step one, click on launch solution, and then it will take you straight to your AWS account. And then from there, all you need to do is to click on launch stack or create stack, and it will create the CloudFormation stack for you. And that is going to deploy everything for you. If you want to also use AWS provided use case, then go to step two. In step two, uh, you can sign into your deployment dashboard and you will get the URL from your CloudFormation stack outputs. Once you open it, it will open something like this. From there, on the right hand side, click on deploy new use case, this blue thing, and this is going to deploy your use case. You can have your own too. Also, if you want to ingest the data into knowledge base of this solution, click on here, and from here you can simply use the knowledge base of your deployment. For example, if your knowledge base means that if you want to enable the retrieval augmented generation in chat box, then you can generate it from there. So and then you can build a lot of things on top of it, and this is where I think this solution struggles, because if you want to extend it, if you want to use it with your own data, if you want to integrate it with your own data pipeline or ML pipeline, you would have to talk to your DevOps team, or if you are the DevOps team, then you would have to implement it by yourself. So this is where I think this could improve. So this is it, guys. Please implement it if you like it. I don't think so. I'm much impressed by this because I would rather have an AWS service doing the same thing, and of course, I would like an end-to-end solution instead, um, especially if it's for the integrations. Anyway, that is just my personal opinion, but at least it's a good that AWS is realizing the need for such an option, I would say, and hopefully they will uh, do something about it and build a proper service around it so that people would be able to integrate it with their applications. One salient feature which I really appreciate for this solution, it integrates with LangChain, and that is a good one, because if you try to do it through AWS SageMaker, it is still quite hard. And I really believe that AWS should just either simply scrap that AWS SageMaker service or maybe uplift it quite radically and maybe replace it with something like this Gen AI application builder. So these are just my thoughts, and I hope that because I'm a huge fan of AWS, really, I want them to succeed in generative AI because they're lagging behind. So that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any thoughts, or if you don't agree with me, please share them in the comments. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you.